Well, hello and welcome along to our final watch along for this round 22 of the NRL. Great to have you tuning in as we get set for the Tigers up against the Eels. Big Sunday afternoon action. Let's take a look at how the two teams line up in the lead up to this one. Closing out round 22, two sides out of finals contention, but for the Eels. At fullback is Isaiah Iongi. On the wings, Brian Kelly and Josh Addo-Carr. The centres will be Will Penasini and Jordan Semrani. Ronald Volkman will be with Mitch Moses in the halves. Sam Tuivasa will start up front with Jack Williams, while Talon De Silva will be at hooker. The back row will be Kelma Tuolangi, Kitioni Kaltonga, and Jack DeBellin. On the bench, a big in for them. Dylan Walker has Junior Paolo joining him on the bench. That's a big impact forward coming off the bench. Replaces Luca Moretti, who's out of action. Tiankin Brown, Harrison Edwards, Joash Papali'i, and Tony Mataele are the remainder of the bench. And they are, of course, the Eels coached by Jason Riles. And then for the Tigers, well, a host of changes coming in. Jareen Buller will start at fullback. The wingers will be Junior Tupou and Sunya Turuva. In the centres will be Hemisai Makasini and Patrick Herbert again. That back five is essentially unchanged. Jerome Luai at 5'8" at half. The biggest talking point of the NRL in recent weeks is Adam Doueihi. He comes back in and replaces Javon Andrews. Then up front, it is Terrell May. Alex Seyfarth is escalated into the starting side in jersey 16. Api Coruscant is out there for game 250, wearing the number 9 jersey, the three-time premiership winner. Alongside them in the back row will be Samwala and Sione Fainu, and Alex Twa will play lock. The bench, Fonua Pole drops back. Heath Mason comes in, as does Charlie Murray, Tony Sukkar, and Tristan Hope. Stafford Toa rounding out the bench. So the big changes, realistically, those four names on the bench, as well as Adam Doueihi shifting out into the side, into the halfback role for Javon Andrews. So that's what it looks like for today. Let us know in the comments what your bets are. What have you got rolling? Who do you think gets it done? We'll have our margin up in a moment. See how that travels. Do the Tigers get the bounce back? Does this galvanise the team? Or does it pull them apart? All of this drama that's happened around the Adam Doueihi situation. That's the big question. Great to have you tuning in as we get set for this one. The last game of the round. It is round 22 of the NRL. We're getting to the business end now. Eels getting ready. As I said, that big in of Junior Barlow is a big talking point. Looking forward to seeing how he goes when he comes off the bench. Let us know if you're tuning back in after watching one of our earlier streams today. We've had a couple already. Last one that we had, obviously, that Sharks win over the Rabbits. The Sharks keep things going. I think they're 9-1 in their last 10 games now, the Sharkies. Absolutely flying. So, well done to them on another win. Eels going through the last of their motions in the sheds, getting ready to come out as the away side here at what used to be Parramatta, but is now Western Sydney or CommBank Stadium. So, yeah, certainly interesting. The Tigers, the Eels, and the Panthers all using it at different levels as their home ground in season 2026. We'll see how this one plays from here. And of course, we'll be back next round with plenty more rugby league action. Plenty of live watch-alongs. Tomorrow during the day, we'll have our round in recap, round in review. Reflections from what was round 22 in the men's and round 5 in the NRL women's. Also going to look to maybe update a little bit of what we're doing display-wise with our streams as well over this week and see some changes we can make to just improve it a touch for you. We'll see how that all pans out over time, though. So, as Parramatta lead, or are the first out onto the field today for this one. Tigers 1-12, the early favourite in the vote, so I think the Tigers could get it done. Bit of galvanisation. Tigers head out as well, led by Jerome Luai and Adam Dewey. They're actually going to have Adam Dewey lead them out, are they? No, Jerome Luai steps to the front. They're going to go out together. And here they come, Luai and Dewey leading out their side. Happy Coruscant won't make it as much about himself here. They'll bring the team out and they'll form up as one side of the guard of honour along with the fans by the look of it. As Coruscant will come out at the with the family, with the wreath on. His 3 kids, his partner as well. 250 NRL games, 40 tries in that time, 3 premierships, as we said. Plenty more to come too, undoubtedly. He's cheered out by his teammates. Guard of honour of family and friends and a bunch of Tigers members as well. Another wonderful milestone. They seem to come thick and fast in this day and age. Great to have you along for the ride for this game. Tigers versus the Eels. I'm going to get a photo here for game 250 with the family before he heads on out. So, the Tigers, can they overcome the week that was? The challenges, the rigmarole, the drama against the Parramatta side whose season, let's be honest, has been far from ideal as well. The Tigers, well, at least they had some glimpses. Or maybe some would say it was the hope that killed the fans. But it's 15th, plays 16th here. The good news is the winner can leapfrog all the way up to 13th. I'll skip over the Titans and the Broncos. And depending on who wins, well, the Tigers might leapfrog the Eels as well. And here we go, underway. Tigers kicking off to the Eels, taken by Brian Kelly. He gives it off to Tuivasa. And then it is Kelly himself that takes the next run. And they'll work it up. Kelma Tuolangi. He'll play it on tackle 3 here. Flat ball for Penasini. He's met strongly by Seyfarth and Samuela Fainu. Jack DeBellin will take the final run of this set. He'll be brought down on the 40-metre line on tackle 5, and they'll come to the right where Moses will kick from inside his 40. I'll track back here, will the Tigers, and bring it back at the defence is Buller. They come the short side here, and Macassini will go forward and be brought down on tackle 2. He's 12 in from touch, 26 out from the line on the left edge. Another run for Buller there in behind. Now Twal. He's locked in by De Silva and Tuivasa. He play at 41 out from the line on tackle 4. Terrell May takes it up to halfway and he'll play it there on tackle 5. They go back to Dewey. He kicks. Deep down, it's taken on the full by Adokar inside his 20. He skips across, finds a hole in behind. Tries to slip clear of Abby Coruscant, but he drags him down with the help of Alex Twal. And Adokar will play at 38 out centre field. Samrani goes forward, gets the offload away to De Silva. They drift across field with Iongi here, and he'll be brought down 38 out from the line, 48 out from the line, sorry. And now again, they charge it up, taking it forward, making big meters. Kelma Tuolangi brought down on tackle 3. He's 4 in from touch. And he's 32 out from the line on the right edge. They swing it across. Moses to DeBellin. Out the back he goes. Volkman gives it on. That's Kaltonga. Tuolangi down, holding his ribs. That's not a good sign. De Silva gets out and they go to the left. Flat ball from Volkman. Goes to Samrani. Tackle 5, and they're 14 from the line. They're 12 in from touch on the left edge. Volkman will float it up looking for Moses and Iongi. Moses bats it back. Now Buller bats it back into their own in goal, and Seyfarth will be pinned and we'll have a goal line dropout. Kelma Tuolangi in clear discomfort here. Didn't seem like anything overly untoward. He's got rolled around awkwardly and holding sort of, it's not even his ribs, it's lower again, his abdominal region. So, interesting times. Great to see you all here as the Tigers go short, doesn't go 10 metres. Take the risk because it'll just be a play the ball with Parramatta there. 10 in from touch, 10 out from the line. So they play it back now, Parramatta. They go to Moses. He drops DeBellin underneath. DeBellin runs into his opposite number in Twal. Coruscant's there, as is Terrell May, and they pin him 14 metres from the line. Just to the right of centre field. De Silva for Williams. Williams bumps out of the first tackle of Seyfarth, but is wrapped up by Sione Fainu. Now they go out the back to Volkman, to Moses on the right, dropping Tuolangi back underneath. He seems to have recovered from his knock now and is wrapped up by Samwala Fainu. He'll play it 7 out from the line, 20 in from touch. He's very slow to his feet again, though, and he's gripping that, grabbing at that abdominal region. As Tuivati plays it 5 out from the line, centre field. Moses on for Volkman, who gives it on for Kaltonga. Kaltonga will play it 3 out from the line, 14 in from touch. DeBellin gets it, shovels it back and throws it straight to Terrell May. Terrell May bouncing forward, and he'll get it here on tackle 1, and he'll play it 13 out from the line. Just to the right of centre field. They go the short side here. Taruva. Williams wraps him up alongside his front row partner in Tuivati. They come back down that right edge on the short side, this time with Patrick Herbert, former Warrior and Titan, and they're going to get a penalty here for a shoulder charge. Great to have you all tuning in. Jump into those comments. Let us know. Who have you got as your tip for first try score? Have you got any multis on that we can ride along with you? Happy for all of the above. Let us know who's been the most impressive and least impressive side for you so far through NRL Round 22. Now, working their way up over halfway. We have a penalty. I've got 2 footballs on the field. I thought we had another penalty. Sione Fainu will play it 3 metres over halfway, just to the right of centre field. They go to Dewey, across to Luai. Luai went to play through with Samuela Fainu, but he overshot the line, so Luai's dragged down 7 into the attacking half. Terrell May gives it on here for Alex Twal. Twal wrapped up by Tuivati, Williams and DeBellin, the 3 middles from the Eels. Now they come across Luai to Fainu. It's Samuela Fainu on the ball now. 8 in from touch on the 30-metre line on tackle 4 on the left edge. They go centre field now. Terrell May loping forward, and Williams locks in on the ball. DeBellin down low. Tuivati finishes it off. That's tackle 5. 20 in from touch. 23 out from the line. They go centre field. Dewey will kick high off the right. Putting up a contest for a juggling ball, and then probably what I'm going to say will be judged as a knock on by Junior Tupou. So that'll be a 0 tackle coming. No, they're going to bring it out. And so you can have a play the ball 10 by 10 here. So Iongi will play it. And immediately they work their way to taking the first hit up here. Samrani goes forward. Oh, sorry, that was Penasini going forward. Now they work it infield. Iongi up to the 30 on tackle 3. Just to the right of centre field. De Silva, DeBellin. Volkman. Addo-Carr's infield. Scoots to the outside, gets past to River, hits the accelerator around Patrick Herbert. He's got support back inside if he can pull it up. He does pull up, but he couldn't get the pass away, and he ends up knocking it on. And Volkman's coming through. Jordan Semrani is a little irate. Addo-Carr just drew in the defender, but couldn't get the pass away. 7 minutes gone here at Bankwest Stadium. Or Combank Stadium. I always get the names confused. Western Sydney Stadium we'll go with. Wonderful to have you all tuning in. Jump into those comments. Don't be a stranger. Let us know where you're watching from around the world. It's always good if we've got anyone overseas. I'm obviously, as you can probably guess from the accent and most of you tuning in Australia, I would assume. Tigers feed the scrum on their 20. Hello, Colin. Yeah, it was tough. They just weren't at the races. That was one of the most up-tempo ball-in-play games to the naked eye that I've seen in a while, Colin, to be fair. That was an absolute war of attrition. Flick out the back here from Luai for Coruscant. Good to have you with us, Cole, as always. And KC, good to have you with us as well. On the Eels bandwagon as well. Plenty of people cheering for the Eels. As Twile takes this up and gets it out the back, and to Luai now is going to be called as a knock-on. Twile trying to get the offload away, lost control. And 8 minutes gone. The Eels will have a scrum feet just inside their own 40-metre line. So let's have a look at how this poll's tracking. Eels 13 plus, the majority now. We've got 65% of people going with the Eels. Wonderful to have you all tuning in. If you haven't already, we'd love it if you hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel. Helps to grow us with the algorithm and all those fun YouTube and Meta and all those sorts of things. Oh, the Eels cough it up here. Tuolangi. He's clearly not quite right. Hey, Zane, it just depends, mate. In regards to Saturdays, it's all about I do some commentary for some different organisations for a few different sports. So if I have commentary commitments where they pay me, then I don't stream. So, yeah, yesterday I had some commentary and I emceed an event last night. So there was no Saturday content this week. Just very much depends around all of that. So I did do one Saturday game. Yes, it was just the NRLW, though, earlier in the day. So it's very much around time slots. KC tuning in from New Zealand. Great to have you with us, mate, as I say. Those Warriors were strong yesterday. Some big results. As a penalty offside on the scrum here against Parramatta. The Tigers will kick for touch, and a fine touch, 25 out from the line. And here they go with Patrick Herbert. He'll drive his way inside the 20. The Eels have completed just 2 out of 5 sets so far. So Herbert plays at 18 out, 20 in from touch on the right edge. Luai gives it to Terrell May. He's brought down by Tuivasa and 2 more Eels. He'll play it 15 out from the line, just to the left of centre field. Coruscant scheming across field. Gives it to Luai. Dewey gives it to Herbert in behind. Herbert skips through one. Can't quite drive through the next, can he? Does he get to the line? Just short, I think. That'll be tackled. No, we're going to send it upstairs. Maybe he's got to the line here. Does Patrick Herbert have the first try? Referee says no try. Brought down short of the line, I think. Patrick Herbert says he doesn't know. Here they come. Oh, I think he's got the line. Has he got some paint on that? Oh, my goodness. This is a tough one to call. I think it's just short. Was that selfish from Addo-Carr? Yeah, maybe a little. I just don't think he had confidence in hitting the target. I think he thought he'd beat Buller. So maybe a little, but hindsight's a wonderful thing, David. Short of the line for Patrick Herbert. Just over 10 gone. Still no score here. Still looking at replays. Just make the decision. So supporting the on-field decision of no try. So it'll be a play the ball here. Tackle 2, Patrick Herbert. The Eels have had about 46 minutes to catch their breath. And now Seyfarth goes forward and he's met by DeBellin, Williams and Tuivasa. That'll be tackle 4 now. 5 to the right of the uprights as Coruscant just takes a little spin and pirouette out of dummy half on tackle 5. Seyfarth, Dewey, Jerome Luai. Luai rolls it in behind. It'll be taken into touch. Isaiah Iongi just had to defuse it, and it was the only place he had to go. So 11 minutes gone. It'll be another scrum feed here. Actually, it won't be a scrum feed. It'll be play the ball because he's gone into touch to the Tigers. Patrick Herbert, millimetres short of the line. Hey, KC. My team's the Raiders. I'm a Raiders fan, which was very tough last night to be watching those score updates while I was getting set up to MC an event. And got to sit through and watch the lowlights, if you want to call it that, this morning. Seyfarth plays his 3 out from the line. Coruscant out the back to Dewey. He gives it to Terrell May. Terrell May, good contact there from Tuilagi. And DeBellin, he'll play it on tackle 3. In line with the left upright 4 from the line. Coruscant takes a little dart, but wrapped up by Williams. And he'll play it there on tackle 4, 2 from the line. Luai, Dewey, go wide, Buller. Buller throws it behind everyone. Taruva picks up the scraps and, was he caught high there by Addo-Carr? Just a trailing arm high. It certainly was. So another set of 6 to start here for the Tigers. Wasn't a lot in it. Addo-Carr just sliding across in defence and hung his arm up, and Taruva will kick this one out. And they'll start this 10.5 metres out from their line. Benji Marshall looking pensive, I think it would be best and most friendly described as Alex Twal works his way forward. Coruscant out of dummy half to Dewey. Luai, he had the ball there to give to Fainu. Fainu gets into dummy half. That's Samuela Fainu. Crash ball coming across then from Coruscant, and he's coughed it up on tackle 3 under the contact of Jack DeBellin. Wonder if they'll go the captain's challenge here. Api Coruscant shaking his head, doesn't think he lost it. Oh, he definitely did. Contact on the arm. I don't think you get that overturned. So Parramatta will have the scrum feed, 10 out from their own line. For the last 5 minutes, the Tigers have had 80% of the football. Some serious numbers. 130 metres to 15 in that last 5 minutes. So now Moses feeds it. De Silva at the back of the scrum, gives it to Samrani. Comes out, runs into the shoulder of Seyfarth, and he'll play it 13 out from his line, just to the left of the uprights. They work it forward here, Parramatta. Wonderful to have you all tuning in. Make sure if you haven't already, hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel. Let us know what your margin is in those in the poll. There is Kartonga takes it forward now. He'll play it 25 out just to the left of centre field. Now Williams. Been really impressed with Jack Williams this year. He's really stepped up his game, especially in the absence of Junior Barlow, who's making his return today off the bench for Parramatta, as Ronald Volkman is sealed in by Fainu. That is Sione Fainu and Alex Dewey. Mitch Moses will kick 6 metres inside his own side of halfway. And be taken on the full by Junior Tupou, who will charge his way back and run into Tuilagi and DeBellin. 25 out from his line. They come the short side here on the left, and ball, is that pulled out by Brian Kelly? Will be. Brian Kelly pulled at the ball, 3-on-1 strip. See Macassini here running forward, and Brian Kelly just pops the hand in there. Would the ball have come free anyway? Possibly, but he pulled it out. So the Tigers kick for touch here, and that's a huge kick from Adam Dewey. I want to see more of that, and he finds touch 25 out at the other end. So he's just picked up 50 metres with that, just from taking a chance. The Eels weren't deep, so he went deep. Take the tap, and here we go. Go Tigers, try time, please. Oh, you want the Tigers now, Colin? Oh, knocked on. Dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear. Now we've got a penalty for a shoulder charge. Oh, my. Penalties are coming thick and fast at the moment. 16 minutes gone, still no score. This has slightly better shades of the Bulldogs and Eels back on, is that the June long weekend, the King's birthday Monday? When I say slightly better, I don't think two teams could physically play worse than that game. So the Eels now inside the attacking half as they start this set. 2 footballs on the field, so someone will have to get rid of the other one. There we go. Someone's taking it away. Moses gets it to the right to Tuolangi. He seems to have recovered from his earlier ailment, we'll call it. De Silva out of dummy half. Gives it on to Moses, to Volkman. Volkman, short ball for Kaltonga. Kaltonga brought down 24 from the line. 6 to the left of the uprights. They come back centre field through to Bell, and he gives it on. Awkward pass, but Moses takes it, gets it wide now. Penasini with the dummy. Can't get it out to the winger. Yeah, correct, KC. This one's been a lot better than that game, but as I say, that game, the Bulldogs-Eels game, I don't know that I've seen many worse games of rugby league. Definitely not at this level. And to be fair, not many at most levels. Talon De Silva's thrown about 6 dummies, and the only person he convinced was himself, and he lost his footing because he threw the dummy too hard. Foxborough time. Right, Fox, not Eel, not Tiger. Right, yep, wrong animal. Up they go. Down they come. Knocked on. Flying through the air. Samrani knocks it on into the in-goal. So have a 20-metre restart. If he hangs on to that, Parramatta get the first try. Well-placed kick from Moses. Put it up for the height and the leap of Samrani. Over the top of, let's just say, the less statuesque Patrick Herbert. And here come the Tigers. Taruva plays on tackle, 131 out. Now Junior Tupou. He'll play it 37 from the line. Coruscant knocked that on at dummy half. It looked at live, but the angle horrible. 22 minutes and 20 seconds to go till half time. Twal up to and over halfway. Just to the left of centre field on tackle 4. No, that'll be 6 again, so that'll be tackle 1. Here comes tackle 2 as Terrell May plays at 38 out from the line centre field. They go to the right here, bumping their way to Seyfarth. He's wrapped up by Kaltonga, Iongi, and one more. And he'll play at 31 from the line on tackle 3. Dewey, Luai out on the left, dropping Fainu. That is Samuela Fainu back underneath. And he'll play at 21 from the line, 20 in from touch on the left edge. Alex Twal, Jerome Luai across. Dewey out wide and throws it to the touch charge. Adam Dewey, that's not the pass. Another one gets bombed. I don't know what's worse. Each of these sides attack or each of these sides defence, because most other teams would have scored 3 or 4 tries already. The amount of errors and issues on both sides of the ball. So the Eels, well, there you go. What are we up to so far? 5 errors by the Tigers, 4 from the Eels. 9 errors in 19 minutes. The only thing that happens more frequently than that is the Roosters scoring tries against the Cowboys. As Penasini goes forward now, and he'll play at tackle 2. 15 in from touch, 28 out from his own line. Tuolangi, I think he's clearly still hampered by something here, but he gets brought down by Twal. Appears to be protecting that right side. Then they go to Iongi over. Hey, Gat. There you go, mate. Up over halfway. Warriors are flying at the moment. A few little bumps there, but it was a good performance against a Titan side that's been playing some good footy. That'll be tackle 5. Volkman tackled 38 out from the line on the attack. Moses will kick just over the attacking 40. Go to the air and Buller in a contest with Samrani. No, it was Iongi coming over in the contest, sorry. And he wins out to Avadi and Katonga make the tackle. Tigers working out their own end here. Herbert runs into DeBellin. Williams. One more and he'll play it 13 out from the line, just to the right of centre field. Keep working their way forward here. Now it's Tupou that plays it on tackle 3 and a short ball given, and Taruva comes out and plays it tackle 4 just short of the 30. Terrell May. Hey, Mene. Good afternoon from PNG, going for the Eels. Good to have you with us. Always love seeing some of our friends from the Pacific, whether it's New Zealand, the other islands, or up north of the Coral Sea with the PNG. Great to have you tuning in. The Eels start this set on their 40 as the kick goes short. Now Penasini makes some good metres, and he's 5 metres into the attacking half. He's 8 in from touch on the right edge. They keep peppering this short channel. They come forward here with Iongi, who'll play it 38 out from the line, 12 in from touch. They drift across to the left. Moses. Short ball here for Tuivasa. He kind of stuttered and stopped and then went again as he was brought down by Sione Fainu. Now Volkman, short ball for Kautonga. Coruscant around the ankles on tackle 5. They go the short side here on the left. Moses floats it up looking for Adokar. Samrani gets over the top, and has he spilled it again or has he got it down? He might have just hung on here. He might have just hung on here. He has. They point to the spot. Samrani gets the opening try. Falcon, the better looking attacking side at the moment, is the Eels by the smallest of margins, but they are both so error ridden. 4 points to nil with a kick to come. Yeah, Colin, you've summed it up. It is exactly right. It's amazing to think a team can score 82, and these teams, look, they'd struggle to score 8.2. And to be fair, these two sides defensively have been no better than the Cowboys were in the opening exchanges of that game. So Samrani did well there. He almost caught it between his knees and then just fell over the try line. Clear attacking target, just trying to kick over the top of Iongi and Herbert there. Iongi, Herbert and Taruva on that edge. So not a whole lot of vertical capability and capacity. Yeah, KC, it's pretty average. You're 100% right, my friend. It is pretty average. But we get the highs and we get the lows. Try confirmed. I believe so, Falcon. Yeah. I can't see any reason they would have disallowed it, as long as it's onside from the kick. Try confirmed. There you go, Falcon. Try is confirmed. 4 points to nil with a kick to come. 17 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. Mitch Moses will look to convert this from 10 in from touch, 21 back. Hits it out at the right, curls it just inside the right upright. 6 points to nil for Parramatta. So Samrani gets his 4th try of the season. Moses converts, and the Eels lead 6 points to nil after almost 23 minutes. Tigers kick is back off. Taken cleanly by Kelly. He gives it now to Tuivasa, who bounced his way forward, runs in to Samwala Fainu. Now Kelly will take the next run and gets to Alex Seyfarth, and he'll play it here. Tackle 2, 28 out from the line. Little short run from De Silva, getting in behind Seyfarth, bouncing his way forward to the 40 on tackle 3. Dylan Walker's on now. First change for the Eels. Iongi's just coughed it up there straight to the breadbasket of Alex Twal. Another mistake. Seyfarth will make his way off now while they've got the ball, the West Tigers. Twal goes forward through the middle. Chop low by Katonga. Over the top by Tuivasa and Walker. Now Terrell May. Step off the left foot and Katonga comes across with Tuivasa and Walker. May just keeps on marching forward. He's going to play it 16 out from the line, just to the left of centre field. And they go across here, Dewey to Luai. Luai squeezing his way, trying to get through. He's brought down on the 10-metre line. 20 in from touch on the right-hand side. They go the short side here with Dewey. Dewey out the back. Buller, little spin move. Volkman and Samrani wrap him up. And he'll play it 6 in from touch. 7 out from the line on tackle 5 on that right edge. Dewey kicks cross field. Looking for Fainu. Fainu knocks it backwards and the Eels will come away with it. Or has Tuolangi dropped it on the... No, he hasn't. Happy Coruscant, surely that's a penalty. Surely that is a penalty. Happy Coruscant was just standing in the ruck. Knew exactly what he was doing. No, Moses gets tackled on tackle 2. That's nearly as bad a decision as the Rugby League has been today in this game. So on the 10-metre line, they get tackled on tackle 3. Now Brian Kelly makes an 11-metre run and he'll play it 21 out on tackle 4. Clearly hampered as he gets up too. Taking a knock. Walker. He's brought down 24 out from the line. Centre field, that's tackle 5. Moses is set here on the right-hand side, and that's where he'll kick from, just outside his 20. Puts everything he has on it and sends it back to the opposition 20 on the full, where Jareem Buller is waiting for it. Buller drifts across now, gets around 1 before Penasini grabs hold of him, and Tuolangi helps out just short of the 40. 10 in from touch on the left edge, he gets brought down. Now Tupou runs into Jack Williams. Also in there is Tiankin Brown, who's on now. So the Eels 2 changes. Sunya Taruva comes in from the right wing for a run where he's brought down by Walker and De Silva. 37 out from the line, just to the left of centre field on tackle 4. Now they'll come to Twal, little tip on for Pole, who's on off the bench. Jersey 10. That's tackle 5. They're 26 out from the line. They go to Dewey on the right. He kicks back to the left. Fainu getting through, I think. Has he knocked that on there? Will that be a 0 tackle? Are they going to say... Yeah, they will say it's a knock on, so they'll bring it out to the 10-metre line to play it here. So De Silva will play it 18 out from the line. Moses will give it to Samrani. Runs into Twal and Coruscant, who drive him backwards and put him back inside the 10-metre line. Tuolangi finally succumbs to the knock that he had and will go down the tunnel for some treatment. Kaltonga works his way forward. Ball comes free. The referee's going to say a strip. Terrell May says he didn't touch it. No captain's challenge coming. Terrell May's right. He didn't touch it, but Sione Fain who did. It was Tiankin Brown, sorry, not Kaltonga, that took that run. Penalty count 4-2 in favour of the Tigers at the moment. So that's the Eels' second penalty, and they find touch on halfway. Samrani takes the tap and goes forward. He'll play it 42 out from the line, 15 in from touch on the left edge. Here comes Tiankin Brown. Goes at Alex Twal and charges his way forward. Brought down by Twal and Terrell May on the 30-metre line, just to the left of centre field. Now they come to Moses. Short ball for Junior Polo, who's back out there. He's brought down by Fainu. That's Samuela Fainu and Jerome Luai. Moses, Volkman, little show and go inside the 20. He's brought down 20 in from touch, 17 out from the line. De Silva gets across, gives it to Walker. Walker with a dummy inside the 10. He's brought down by Coruscant and Twal. He's 7 from the line, in line with the left upright on tackle 5. Moses drifting across field, grubbers. An ugly looking grubber, but Penasini somehow got a bounce up. That is the ugliest unintentional try you've ever seen. I do not understand how that sat up for Penasini. It was a massive miss kick by Mitch Moses. He just kicked it into the ground rather than grubbering it toward the in goal. But the Eels get a try nonetheless. Let's have a look at this. It wasn't even into the ground. It was just a chip off the outside of his boot. He could have just passed it to him, but just that held step because it looked like he was kicking. And it comes off the outside and somehow lands in Penasini's arms. Penasini gets across. Oh, they're going upstairs. Something here. So no try. Here we go. Try not confirmed, Falcon. Now back to 6 points to nil. The bunker there intervening as Moses went to kick this. He pops it out in front of him and Jerome Luai kicks it first and then it came off Moses' shin. So that's how it landed in the arms of Penasini. So that makes a lot more sense. Interesting time. So it stays 6 points to nil with just over 12 minutes to go until half time. Coruscant now at dummy half gives it on to Macassini. Makes a few extra post contact meters here. And Macassini will play it 14 out from the line. Now they work their way further forward. Herbert hits and spins against Samrani, but Kautonga drives him backwards. Terrell May charging forward. He'll be brought down just inside his 30 on tackle 4. He'll play it 29 out from the line, centre field. Coruscant gives it short to the right. Pole's there. That'll be tackle 5, 38 out, just to the right of centre field. They go to the right side. Dewey kicks from inside his 40. A long scything kick. Rolling and rolling and rolling down inside the 10. Iongi picks it up. Winds his way back where he goes into Twal, Samuela Fainu and Jerome Luai, and they drag him back an extra 6 metres, and he'll play this 13 out from his line. Now sweeping around the corner, Moses gives it on to Kelly. He's up to 23 out from his line, 10 in from touch. Moses gives it now Penasini. Again, Fainu there, Samuela Fainu and Terrell May. He'll play it 20 in from touch, 32 out from the line. I want to see some spark from the Tigers, Wayne. That's fair. I need to see something from them. Great to have you all tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel, and vote in our poll as well as to which margin you think will be the finishing margin. At the moment, it looks like the Eels 13 plus is leading it. Not all that confident they can score 13 points to win 13 plus. 69% of people have got the Eels winning by one of the margins. As Macassini takes this forward, that'll be tackle 3, and he'll play it 3 metres short of halfway. 18 in from touch on the left side. They swing it across here. Twal will go forward up into the attacking half and play it. That'll be tackle 5. They're 4 metres over halfway. Dewey, that's tackle 4, apologies. This is tackle 5 coming now if they can get Sione Fainu to ground, which they do, Volkman and Kautonga. Inside the last 10 minutes of this first half, Dewey goes to the air, a towering bomb. A little bit of confusion there between Moses and Iongi calls him off at the last moment. Moses gets into dummy half here and gives it wide. Kelly bumps out of the tackle of Luai, comes back and Coruscant. And Samuela Fainu drag him down. 23 out from his line, 18 in from touch. Penasini runs into Samuela Fainu tracking across the field and is brought down 28 out. Now Addo getting in for a run and he'll run into Sione Fainu. 38 out from the line, centre field. Samrani gets in behind, breaks through the tackle. He's away over the 40, over the 30. Tries to turn Buller inside out. Buller brings him down and holds onto the leg. That's tackle 5. He's inside the 20. He's 18 out from the line. Short ball here. A little bit of footwork from Talon De Silva. Talon De Silva will run around and score this second try. And that will be 10 points to nil. With a kick to come, Talon De Silva gets a try. And Mitch Moses will have the chance to add the extras here. 31 and a half minutes gone. Talon De Silva just got was up there in support. Iongi had followed through, got into dummy half and just gave him the ball. Locked in Luai, and he was the main defender as Coruscant tried to cover across, sliding. He just stepped back inside, and away he goes and dots it down under the post. So we head towards 8 minutes remaining towards half time. What's the question marks in regards to KC? Talon De Silva's try. He scores his 12th try in game number 50. Inside 8 minutes remaining till half time. Moses from right in front to try and slot this one. And he hits it. 12 points to 0. 7.5 minutes remaining till half time. Great work from Samrani, getting him behind, struggling through the tackle. He set the platform, couldn't get past Buller. Iongi was there at dummy half off the quick play the ball, and De Silva in support. So, the Eels on top here. They've been far from convincing, to be fair, but at the end of the day, 2 points count whether you win playing poorly or well. So here they go, kicking deep down into that right-hand corner, and here comes Junior Bolo. Still doesn't look quite 100% the way he's bringing that back, I'll be honest. Plays at 15 out from his line, 8 in from touch. Tigers really trying to put some sting in this set of defence. Pin Brian Kelly back towards his 10-metre line. He'll play 20 in from touch, 11 out from the line. They come the short side with Jack Williams. A little too enthusiastic off the line, the Tigers. They give away a penalty for offside. Another piggyback for the Eels heading downfield. Dear, oh dear. Jerome Luai shooting out of the line. The Eels find touch 4 metres short of halfway. Moses gives it on to De Silva. It's Yankum Brown. They work across field. Volkman. Kaltonga. He's tackled by Tony Sukar, who's out there for the Tigers. And he coughs it up. Kaltonga. Tigers say we'll take this over on the far side as we hit 6 minutes to go till half time. Now Luai dropping a runner underneath in pole 8. He'll play it here, 42 out from his line centre field. They come to the left of Luai. To Fainu. Samuela Fainu will play it, 18 in from touch, 4 short of halfway. Now they go across. The only Fainu gives it to Luai. To Dewey, who takes a run, is wrapped up by Samrani. Volkman around the legs on tackle 3. They're 6 metres into the attacking half, 15 in from touch on the right edge. Now Sukar up over the 40. He'll play it now. 39 out from the line on the attack. Coruscant brings it across. Fainu, Luai. Buller slotting into the line and brought down by the tackle of Penasini, and he spills it. Oh, well, they've just coughed it up, Wayne, so they won't be scoring here. Jerome Buller with a little fumble. So, dear, oh dear. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure if you haven't already, please hit like on the video. Hit subscribe on the channel. Help us to keep growing this platform. We need just 19 more subscribers to get to our next target of 1,750. So Moses feeds the scrum to Silva. Comes to the right-hand side. Penasini, Luai goes over the shoulder, but the referee says that's okay. That'll be tackle 1, and they'll play it 33 out from their own line. Now they swing it across Walker, Volkman, Tiankin Brown. Man Mountain plays it now. 5 short of halfway, just to the left of centre field. Junior Bolo for Mitchell Moses. Jack Williams goes through a gaping hole. Coruscant closes off late. It's definitely not great defence, KC. It is definitely not great defence. It is pretty ordinary. Just one man misses in defence, and then at the other end, it's just guys dropping the ball regularly, forcing passes. Walker to Moses. Moses kicks into the corner here. Well taken by Brian Kelly, and he'll be brought down on tackle 5. Hey, Brian, try scorers so far, Jordan Semrani and Talon De Silva. Tackle 5 here, Moses kicks from the right-hand side back across, and the ball's back from Katoga, Iongi, and he coughs it up as well on tackle 5, so we'll have a changeover. That was good defence, that one, but with 3:05 on the clock, they've been far from convincing the Tigers, and the Eels, well, they've been slightly more convincing, but far from convincing, if that makes sense. Patrick Herbert tries to take a little run-around play on the short side. No, anytime, Brian. Always happy to keep the updates coming. Sukar coming through. He'll play it now on tackle 3. 25 out from his line. 15 in from touch on the right side. They swing it across. It comes to Luai. Buller bounces out of the tackle of Penasini. Penasini comes again, drags him down. 10 in from touch. 28 out from his line. That's tackle 4. Now Makasini takes a run. The youngster, the teenager. We'll play it on tackle 5. 37 from the line. 5 to the left of centre field. Dewey will kick from inside his 40. And O'Carr will take it on the full outside his 20. And he'll bring it back across the 30. And he'll be dragged down by Sione Fainu and Fonua Pole. 37 out from his line. They swing it across here. An aggressive pass. Moses. Kelly up over the 40. He's 20 in from touch on the right-hand side. 42 out from his line. They come the short side here. Williams hammering away and up over halfway as Twal and Coruscant bring him down. De Silva's in a dummy half, gives it to Junior Polo. Dummy to the outside. Comes back at Coruscant and he's brought down where he plays it now. 41 out from the attacking line on tackle 4. They come the short side with Moses. Moses tries to show and go. He's brought down. 30 out from the line. 14 in from touch. That's tackle 5. I'll go to Volkman here. He'll go to the air. Luai takes into ground. Dylan Walker tries to go and take it from the hands of Buller, but Buller shrugs that tackle, shrugs the next tackle, and eventually runs into Tiankin Brown before he's dragged to ground with 1:15 on the clock. 20 out from his line. 15 in from touch on the left-hand side. 6 more for inside the 10 here, and Parramatta won't mind that in the slightest. It's the only final. Will play it. And they get 6 more for a ruck infringement. I'm not sure it was a ruck infringement. He's just really slow to his feet. Inside the final minute of this first half, and they will shortly put everyone out of their misery by going and hiding in the sheds for 10 minutes. That's the silver lining in this one. Twal. Bit of footwork, hit and spin there from Big Alex. Shrugs out of the tackle of Mitch Moses. Gets a flick pass away. That's the most dangerous the Tigers have looked so far today. Alex Twal maybe should be in the 7. They go forward with Pole up to halfway on tackle 3. 30 seconds to go till half time. Now Dewey. Dewey will play it back. That's tackle 4. He's 38 out from the line, just off centre field. Coruscant comes out of dummy half, gives it to Finer, who's chopped down by Junior Polo on tackle 5. They're on the 30. Dewey will put it up and hope for the lottery ball here. Iongi takes it, and it will be not too much a rush to get to his feet with 5 seconds on the clock. Moses will give it off. Kelly will take a run here. And the hooter will go in the background. And that will be enough for the first half. And the Tigers have been shut out for 40 minutes of football here. Not for the first time this season either. They've been shut out after 40 minutes. And the Eels, well, they haven't been much better. But they do lead 12 points to 0 thanks to tries to Jordan Semrani and Talon De Silva in the 21st and 31st minute respectively. Mitch Moses gets 2 from 2 conversion attempts and sets the scene. The Eels lead at halftime, 12 points to 0. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure if you haven't already, please hit like on the video, hit subscribe, and vote in the poll. We'll close it off just after halftime. So that's what it comes at. We'll take a short break. As I said, make sure to hang around on the channel throughout the week coming, because we've got plenty of content coming your way. Tomorrow we'll have a round recap. Tuesday, well, we'll break down the team list Tuesday. And then Thursday we'll have our tips and thoughts ahead of the previews for the round ahead. Plus the live streams as we head into next weekend as well. So there's so much more coming. Plenty of rugby league. Before you know it, rugby league will be starting to cool down, and we'll head into our basketball season, which keeps us busy as well. So plenty of content there. But we're going to take a short break. We'll head to the second half, and we'll rejoin you in about 10 minutes or so with the second half from Parramatta. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you all soon. Hey, Ezekiel, up the Eels. Yes, well, they're off to a flyer. Thanks, mate. We'll see you in the second half. Welcome back as we get set for this second half. Still a few minutes away. The final game of round 22. It's been, let's be honest, a bit of a bludger of a game, this one. But nonetheless, it does have some impact on the overall wash-up. Opportunity for the winning side to climb a few spots on the ladder. And as that stands at the moment, it looks like it will be the Eels climbing their way to 20 points and what will be 13th on the ladder, leaping past the Broncos and the Titans, who sit on 18 points alongside the Eels and the Tigers at the moment and getting themselves further away from that cellar dwellers position, which seems all but a fait accompli that it will go the way of the Dragons unless they could somehow... Well, they essentially need to win every game from here not to finish last, the Dragons, after just 2 wins so far this season. So that's how it kind of shapes for them. Seems unlikely. In terms of the finals race, though, as we head towards the end of the season, you can only see, realistically, the Panthers or the Roosters winning the minor premiership. It would take a massive fall off from both of those sides for the Warriors or the Sharks to climb their way up, and definitely the Dolphins are 6 points adrift already of the Panthers, so the Panthers have to lose 4, considering the for and against difference, which I can't see happening, plus the Roosters lose 3 and Warriors and Sharks lose 2 each. So, and the Sharks and the Roosters haven't lost. They're the only 2 sides not to have lost in the last 5 rounds. So when you look at it from that point of view, the Dolphins, I think they're fairly firmly ensconced. They only need 2 more wins to lock themselves into the top 8. The Knights will need at least 3. And the Warriors and the Bulldogs probably will want to win 3, if not 4, of their last 5 to be a guarantee and not be relying on other results. You might get there with 32 this year, but 34 would make you feel safe and make you feel a guaranteed lock. So the Cowboys also on 26 points, but they're for and against after that hammering at the hands of the Roosters. Absolutely has cruelled them now, and now sees them sitting 50 points behind the Bulldogs on for and against. And then realistically, it's the Sea Eagles, because the Raiders can only get to 32 if they win all of their games from here, and then they'd be relying on a heap of other results. So essentially 10 teams. Let us know, does anything change in the top 8? Do we see the Cowboys or the Sea Eagles fighting their way back in? What are your thoughts? Be great to understand how you see it all shaping. Looking forward to seeing it all wash out throughout the coming weeks. Plenty to be seen over the final 5 rounds. That is for certain. Do we see a change to the top 4, or is it exactly stay as it is, just maybe a jostling for position? As for our schedule next week, we will have plenty of rugby league coming your way. I think we'll just be missing 1 game across the round next weekend, as it stands at the moment, which will be the Sunday 2 o'clock game. So we should be able to have a full slate as we get set for kickoff here in the second half. We should have a full slate barring that Raiders and Knights game on Sunday. But here it is, second half underway now. Tigers bringing it back out, and they'll start this set 21 out from their line, 10 in from touch on the left-hand side. And Fainu plays it. And he's, of course, Samwala Fainu on the left edge. Now they swing around. Buller gets to the outside, almost slices past Samrani, but he's dragged down on tackle 3. 31 out from his line, 8 in from touch on the right edge. Patrick Herbert goes forward now. Kautonga goes low. De Silva over the top. They're up over halfway here on tackle 5 with Alex Twal. He'll play it 4 metres into the attacking half, just to the right of centre field. They'll come to the right side. Dewey will kick off the right boot. Waiting back there is Isaiah Iongi. He takes it. 10 in from touch, 10 out from his line. And brings it back before he's dragged down by Luai, Coruscant and Sione Fainu. Now Semrani, one of the 2 first half try scorers. He'll bring it back and he'll play it almost up at the 30. Brian Kelly Zappy Coruscant pulls that out. That's got to be a penalty there. And it is silly discipline repeatedly from both sides in this game, honestly. If it's not bad enough that they're scrappy and lacking control, then they come and do stuff like that. That is just, that's a coach killer. Moses will kick for touch here and he'll find touch. 10 metres into the attacking half. Minute and a half gone and they already give away a penalty here, the Tigers. Junior Barlow gets the ball out the back. That was scrappy at best. Again, just people forcing their hand. Volkman drifting across field. Coruscant comes in to help out as they try and drag him to ground. They can't get him down, though, Dewey, and one more. And he'll play it 28 out from the line, 15 in from touch on the left-hand side. Now Tiankin Brown reverses his way up over the 20, and he'll play it 18 metres out from the line, just to the left of centre field. About 4 to the left of the uprights. De Silva, Walker, short ball, Paolo, Moses wrapping around, gets inside the 10. He's a metre and a half to the right of the upright. 6 out from the line now. They come back to the open side. They fire it to Volkman. Whips it out to Samrani, who tries to skip to the outside, holding up Herbert. Gives it to Josh Adokar with very little space to work with. Josh Adokar drops it out the back door. And then Adam Dewey toes it forward and dives on it. Josh Adokar wants to argue the point here and just slows down the ruck. Just neither of these sides seems overly interested in playing rugby league. Dear, oh dear. This is tough. They've both come out. They're just bringing their step for the first set. First penalty goes, and then they're just throwing the ball around willy-nilly. No sort of respect for the football. Taruva runs forward now. He's brought down 5 metres short of halfway. He's 15 in from touch on the right edge, and that's tackle 4. Luai across. Jareen Buller knocks it on. There we go again. I've seen better hands on a digital watch than this bunch of 26 footballers, honestly. They are having an absolute shocker tonight. This afternoon, whatever you want to call it. There's no excuse. Beautiful afternoon in Sydney. Dry conditions. So it'll be an Eels scrum feed just over halfway. Oh, they can't even figure out who they want to get in the scrum here. 2 seconds to go on the scrum clock. Moses feeds it to Silva. Sends it across. This game is just so scrappy, disconnected, disorganised. Tiankin Brown plays it. Junior Polo now forward to the 30 on tackle 2. Plays it 20 in from touch on the 30-metre line on the right edge. Walker to Volkman. Quick hands on from Iongi, and Samrani has to go back for it. And again, like, you don't need to push a pass on tackle 2 when you're 30 metres out from the line. Just get forward. Volkman. Tiankin Brown spins out of the tackle. Finds his front. You've got to play the ball here. 25 out on tackle 4. Volkman, Moses. That's better. A couple of passes wide. Settle it down. Williams gets wrapped up. He'll play it. Will he play it? They just keep... Oh, my goodness, that was a long ruck. Tackle 5. They kick it 18 out from the line. Looking for Samrani again. He juggles it backwards. The Tigers have taken it back into the in goal. I think this is a goal line dropout for mine. But they're going to send it upstairs to review it. So he's got the first one forward from Samrani. So they're calling it as come off Samrani, which is quite clear, but is it a knock on or is it a knock back? That's the question. So knock on Jordan Samrani. There we go. Nice and easy. So it'll be a handover. I thought they'd both gone backwards off Samrani. There was a little touch as he went to ground that knocked it forward. That's 3 times. Mitch Moses' pinpoint hit Jordan Samrani on the head. He gets the leap over the top of his opposition, but at no point has he hung on to it cleanly. One time he ends up with it between his knees and managed to score a try, but that was more good fortune than good management. Again, this is why these teams are where they are on the ladder, I suppose. Coruscant comes out of the ruck and they give it the short ball. And Sukar's there. And now we've got a penalty. Honestly, it's ill-disciplined. It's scrappy. I love rugby league, but this makes it hard. I don't know what everyone else is thinking and feeling. They find touch 5 short of halfway, the Tigers. I'll take the tap here with Patrick Herbert. He's dragged down, and he'll play it 3 metres over halfway. Luai dropping it back underneath to Fainu, Samwala Fainu that is. He'll play it 43 out from the line, 15 in from touch on the left edge. On the attack here they go. In the Eels half. Terrell May on tackle 3 will play it 34 out. Just to the left of centre field. Dewey. Out the back to Luai. Luai out to Buller. Buller scheming across field. He's wrapped up by Samrani and Adokar. 23 from the line. 8 in from touch on that right edge. Taruva gets out of dummy half. Gets moving forward. Gives it to Luai. On to Coruscant. Coruscant to Dewey. Dewey realises he's run out of room, so he sent it back to Terrell May. And Terrell May will go forward inside the 20. He's trying to fend off a couple. Gets past Kaltolga. Then Junior Barlow wraps him up. And he'll play it 12 out from the line centre field on tackle 5. Dewey. Luai. Luai cuts back across field. Grubbers it in behind. Talon De Silva picks it up and he'll be pinned in the in goal as he slides backwards on the ball. A goal line dropout after 6.5 minutes in this second half to the Parramatta Eels. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure to jump into the comments. Let us know how you think this one washes up. Close the poll off now. We're well into the second half, and most of the love, 73% coming the Eels' way. 13 plus for nearly half of the voters. A wobbly, ugly grubber. I don't even know what the point of that one was from the Eels, but anyway. Kaltonga brings Buller down by the band of his pants. Now, Fonua Pole comes off the back fence, charging through, runs over 1, runs over 2. Can he reach out? Yes, he can. Fonua Pole charges for a 20-metre run and then just reaches out and plants it down for the Tigers. First try just to the left of the post. 12 points to 4 with a kick to come. That is the first time I've seen someone really run the ball with intent in the red zone. Seems pretty straightforward when it looks like that. 12 points to 4 with a kick to come. He gets it just outside the 20, runs through between De Silva and Walker, and then drags Iongi and Williams over the line, reaching out, putting it down. That's the sort of aggression you need to see from your middles. Fonua Pole. 8 minutes gone in the second half, and they get it back to an 8-point ball game with a kick to come. Wonderful work for Fonua Pole. Try confirmed. Wonderful to have you all tuning in. Here we go. Is this a bit of a resurgence from the Tigers, or is it just a flash in the pan? As I said, weird option of a drop out, a wobbly, bobbling along the ground. There was literally 25 stationary footballers on that field, and Fonua Pole took it off the back fence. Just went, here you go, boys. This is how it's going to be done. He makes his way to the line, reaches out, plants it down. Now Adam Dewey will take the conversion attempt from just the left of the uprights, 10 out. He slots it, almost puts it into the top tier. And it is 12 points to 6. And the Tigers fans chant Pole, Pole, Pole. 12 points to 6. Here we go. Got a bit of a game on our hands, maybe. Well, at least a close result. Not that much of a football game, to be fair. 9 and a bit minutes gone, or 9 minutes almost on the dot gone here in the second half. Wayne, how are you? Good to see you back, mate. This one, it's a bit of a bludger of a game, to be fair. But it's a close bludger of a game. Luai swinging it wide. Tigers now trying to swing the ball across their own defensive end as Twal pushes forward. Gets it to Dewey. Dewey goes through. He'll play it now 25 out from the line. This is better, a bit of intent. Oh, didn't take much, just took Fanua Pole steaming over from 22 out. Coruscant kicks from inside his 40. Did he get enough of an angle? No, it's going to straighten up and pull up. On tackle 4, Adokar has to go back, and he's playing smarter percentage football now. Adokar driven backwards by Herbert and Coruscant, the two Bleach brothers with their blonde hair. Coruscant in on the next tackle as well, and they pin Samrani. He's 17 out from his line, 20 in from touch on tackle 2. Now Iongi tries to poke his head through. He's dragged down low by Semolofinu. Terrell May over the top on tackle 3. Good run from Brian Kelly. Gets them well outside their 30. He's 20 in from touch on the right-hand side, 35 out. Now they're steaming. Parramatta, they've got the message too. Run with a bit of aggression and intent. You don't need to try razzle dazzle on tackle 1 in your own end. That's tackle 5, just short of halfway. Moses will kick deep and long. Tracking back to take it is Junior Tupou. He runs it straight back. It's chopped by Jack Williams and Tiankin Brown. Plays it 21 out from the line. Now Buller. He's wrapped up. He'll play it 25 out, just to the left of centre field. Now to Ruva. Junior Polo tried to send him into next week, but missed. They get a quick play, the ball tackle 3. Twal gets past the diving tackle there of Katonga. Gets out of the next tackle of De Silva. Volkman hangs on around the legs, and Twal will play it. Tackle 4 just short of halfway. Then Luai's put it down. Knock on just over halfway. A little ahead of himself there, Jerome Luai. Jerome Luai, a future teammate for most of these Eels in 2027. After agreeing to those terms a couple of weeks ago for that 1-year deal interim before he ends up with the PNG Chiefs. So the Eels now start with this from halfway. Tiankin Brown driven backwards by Pole and May. Only 12 minutes gone in this second half. DeBellin storming forward with 2 on his back. Putting his opposite number in Alex Twal. He'll play at 37 out from the line, centre field. Oh, has a little bobble but hangs on to it. 1-6 more, doesn't get it. Moses is it for Williams. Williams caught on the 30. He's 22 in from touch, and that's where he'll play it on tackle 3. Now Polo goes across. Volkman out the back. Iongi. They get it quickly. Samrani for the Fox. Adokar gets ankle tapped and slides forward where Buller dives on him. He's 3 in from touch. 8 out from the line on the left flank. They go across now. Iongi at first receiver. Volkman drops 2 under. Doesn't use them. Goes to Moses. Moses cut out ball for Brian Kelly, and he knocks it on. It shouldn't be slippery. There's a floating pass out to him. He had all day to think about it. This game is there for either side to grasp and take, but neither of them really want to. Api Coruscant in behind the ruck in game 250. He gets through the next tackle. He's over halfway. Brought down eventually by Volkman and Iongi. That's tackle 2. Seyfarth in at dummy half. Jerome Luai gives it on. Terrell May, a little spin out of the tackle of Penasini. Gets it on the outside for Tupou. Tupou up over the 20. Yeah, she's a tough watch, Wayne. Now they come back. Coruscant is there shaping for it. Luai gives it to Seyfarth instead. Seyfarth on tackle 4 will play it 13 out from the line just to the left of the post. They come to Dewey. Dewey out the back to Luai. Luai floats it over the top to Taruva. Taruva tries to slice in between Samrani and Adokar, and he's sandwiched on tackle 5. He's brought down 6 out from the line, 5 in from touch. They go to Luai here. They're quickly up off the line. Dewey rolls it in. Doesn't get a glance off the goalpost pad. Moses just has to feather it dead. It'll be a goal line dropout here for Parramatta again. 26 minutes on the clock. My, oh my, some of the ball movement looks really good, and then other bits just look so bad. Moses with the short drop out, will he be? Yes, it will. Looking for it to go 10, but it takes a little left-hand break and goes touching goal. So touching goal goes into touch, sorry. So now the Tigers will play it 10 metres in from touch, 10 metres out from the line. It'll be Taruva to play it. 18 errors in total, and we've still got 25 minutes to play. Sweet baby Jesus. Here goes Alex Seyfarth. He'll play it after being brought down by Taruga. They come across now. Dewey gives it on to May. De Silva drags him down. 8 out from the line. 3 to the left of the uprights. That's tackle 2. Now they come to Luai. Luai across to Dewey. Dewey on the boot. Rolls it in again. It's going to be too big, is it? No. It'll be taken dead. 1 touch. Taken dead by Iongi. And I get another goal line drop out here. I'm not sure. Look, a goal repeat set possibly is a good option, but goal line dropouts are such lotteries the way they're approached now. They had numbers on the outside there. I think he could have found a pass. So Moses again with a goal line dropout. Having a look at his options. He'll go short here again. Same thing again. It's not going to go 10, and it's going to go into touch. I went a little closer this time. The way he's kicking it, it just takes a break and doesn't go forward. It comes back towards them and towards the sideline and goes out of play. So again, Taruva will play it. Coruscant. He'll go to Pole. Pole wrapped up by Tuivasa, who's back out there. Kautonga in the tackle as well. I played on tackle 1-5 out from the line, 16 in from touch on that right side. Dewey, May, Luai. Is it a Macassini coming back underneath, and he'll be brought to ground. 15 in from touch, 9 out from the line. Now they come across and a hit and spin. They'll be made to play it 4 from the line, 2 to the left of the uprights. Coruscant for Luai. Dewey out the back, and Dewey spills it. And away goes Ronald Volkman. It'll be a foot race. He's got the jump start. He's got the Fox on the outside. Oh, the Fox spills it. Oh, my goodness. Did someone cover their hands in cooking oil before the game? What is happening out there? Oh, my word. This is diabolical ball handling. You'd think it was raining sideways the way these guys are dropping the football. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, Tigers back on the attack again. 30 out from the line on tackle 2. They swing it across to Luai. He's skipping back and forward across the field, and this is just making an argument for making a smaller final series, not a bigger one. Seyfarth. Definitely don't want to go to a wildcard system like the AFL has. Seyfarth plays it 10 out from the line. No, he doesn't. He'll be told to go back and play it 12 out from the line. There he plays it. That's tackle 4. Dewey goes to Luai. Luai's wrapped up by Williams and brought to ground. Luai very slow to his feet on tackle 5. Oh, that's what he's waiting for. I'm going to put Jack Williams on report. Jerome Luai took his time just to make sure. That's half. Williams is coming in at shoulder height. And then Luai's head comes forward into his arm. So anyway, May will play it 2 metres out and 3 to the left of the uprights. And here they go. Yeah. Imagine being the Dragons and being worse than these two teams by 4 games. That's all I can say, Colin. That's how bad the Dragons were at the start of the season. I think the Dragons have beat both these guys the way they're playing now. Collision there between Iongi and Coruscant. Pole gives it away to Coruscant. Terrell May throws a dummy. Neither of them has direction. They're just throwing passes and hoping something will come off. Their defense is almost as bad. Their ball handling's even worse. Dewey's going to break through here and he's going to score. That'll do me. Like, everyone was just standing around with their hands on their proverbials, and Dewey gets a try and gives a spray to the Parramatta fans. That's mature, Adam. That's real mature. 12 points to 10 with a kick to come. Please, please save me from this being golden point. If this game goes to golden point, there is no higher power. And it's just painful. Dear, oh dear. Great to have you tuning in, though, guys. Thanks for suffering along with me. If you're enjoying what is my version of a very rough game of rugby league, please hit subscribe on the channel. Don't forget, when there's about 5 to go, we'll put up our player of the match poll. Probably should be four of you guys for tuning in as I give you the audio description of this diabolical demonstration of disastrous rugby league. So Adam Dewey will look to convert his own try, and he's the leading try scorer for the Tigers with the huge tally of 8 this season. Taylor May's second on that list, and he hasn't played in about 3 months. You got to take the good with the bad, Ricky. But yeah, she's a bludger of a game. As I said, this is the second one this year I've called where Parramatta has just been an absolute bludger of a game. Their Bulldogs game on, I think it was the June long weekend, King's birthday, and this is still better than that Bulldogs game, but it's getting worse by the minute. 12 points to 10. With a kick to come, Dewey. Try confirmed. Mitchell Moses and Adam Dewey are getting into a sledging match at the moment. And Dewey will take this conversion attempt from 10 out from the line. 19 and a half minutes still remaining in this. That is astounding. It feels like we've been watching for about 2 hours. I'm just going to flick over to the hold screen and go and turn my light on while Dewey kicks his goal. Right back with you. And he slots it, 12 all. Here we go. $12 points all. 19 and a bit minutes to go. Plenty of time for at least another 7 penalties and 11 drop balls. How good is rugby league? Greatest game of all. I won't hear you say otherwise. So, they get us back underway, the Eels, and Harrison Edwards comes on for the Eels, the 4th change for them. Still trying to make sense of the Tigers. I think they've only made 2 changes. I haven't seen Heath Mason, Charlie Murray, Tristan Hope, or Stafford Tower as yet, although might have made some now. Here goes Terrell May, up over the 40 on tackle 4. He'll play at 42 out from the line centre field. Now Seyfarth, Jerome Luai, Fainu, that's Samuela Fainu, pushing forward. Then he'll play it on the 40-metre line here. Dewey will go to the air. 21 errors so far and time to come. Iongi gets up and over, takes that on the full. That's a strong take in the air from Isaiah Iongi. Parramatta now, that pass out of dummy half was forward, but anyway, they let that go because, no, they don't. Here we go. I'll come back for it. Tigers are celebrating like they just won a premiership. Another team made an unforced error, guys. What's going on? Oh, dear. That was a horrible pass out of dummy half. Talon to Silva. Poor Jason Riles. That is the man I feel for in all this. Jason Riles and Benji Marshall. They've been through enough in their lives. Great day, everyone tuning in. Make sure, please, to hit like on the video. Hit subscribe on the channel if you're enjoying the call. As I said, we'll be back with plenty of rugby league next weekend. They swing it across now. Up the riff, Abe. Oh, what I'd give for some Penrith Rugby League right now. I'd even be happy to watch the Roosters put 100 past someone. Seyfarth goes forward. And good to have you with us, Abe. Seyfarth plays it, 13 out from the line, just to the left of the post. Dewey skipping back infield. He's going to take it on himself. He's going to try and run over. He's wrapped up by Edwards. He'll play it back now. They'll go to Pole. Pole plays it now on tackle 4. 7 out from the line, in line with the left upright. They come to Dewey. Dewey rolls it into the in-goal again, and Samrani's going to try and run it out of the in-goal. Herbert's going to get hold of him, and they'll pin him, and we'll have another goal line dropout. Let's see if Mitchell Moses can only kick it 8.5 again. I'm becoming very cynical in this game. Rapidly cynical. So here goes Moses. Oh, he decides he's going to go long this time. Taken on the full by Dewey. Charging forward the Tigers. Pole. He'll play it back. 10 in from touch. 25 out from the line. And Taruva will take a run. They get 6 more here. Taruva will play it on tackle 0. 20 out from the line. Dewey gives it to Terrell May. Parramatta won a forward pass there. That one wasn't. 12 out from the line, centre field on tackle 1. Now Seyfarth. He'll go at Katoga and Edwards. Swing it across here. Luai gives to the outside. Bouncing back in is Buller. He's brought down 15 in from touch. 6 out from the try line on the left edge. Tackle 3. They come back centre field. Macassini at dumb half. Gives it to Buller. Gives it to Terrell May. Flicks it out the back. Coruscant leaves it for Luai. Sorry. Luai now. Pole fends out of 1. Hits the accelerator. Drags his way through. Almost gets clear. Tilvani drags him down by the collar on tackle 4. 8 from the line. 20 in from touch. Dewey with a cutout ball. And Taruva was open. If he caught it, he would have had all day to turn and run and gallop and prance and do whatever else he wants. But, of course, he drops it over the sideline. And we stay at 12 points all. 15 minutes remaining. So, now Parramatta work it out of their own end. The errors continue to tack up. 23 errors so far in 66 minutes of football. It's a tough time, guys. It's a tough time as Tuivasa goes forward, and he'll play it here. And again, bizarrely, I'm fairly confident the Tigers have only used 2 of their interchange players as Parramatta make another mistake here. Tuivasa coughs it up as he goes to play the ball. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Here we go. Let's have a look at the replay. Standing up, and I don't see a knock on there. In the last 10 minutes, the Eels have completed none of 3 sets. That's not ideal. They were winning 12-0 just before that. Anyway, Dewey goes forward. He's brought to ground. 13 in from touch, 17 out from the line on the right edge. They burrow their way forward now. They'll play it. 20 in from touch. That's Sukar. He's 8 out from the line. They swing it across now. Jareen Buller. And Jareen Buller throws it straight to Brian Kelly. Now, Penasini getting out of dummy half, scooting his way forward. Goes at Seyfarth and Twal. He's 25 out from the line, 20 in from touch. The Eels on. Can they complete a set here? Dylan Walker, chopped low by Patrick Herbert. Over the top is Sukar. Walker. He's hurt his right arm here. As Tuivasa goes forward. Sukar lifts one leg. Fortunately, the other one didn't come up with it. Now Katonga, there's a bit more aggression running the ball. Gets the offload out the back door. And again, two Eels players, Volkman and Adokar, stand there looking at it as Seyfarth picks it up. Seyfarth running away over the 20, over the 10. Alex Seyfarth will score the try, and the Eels only have themselves to blame here. That offload came out the back. Adokar and Volkman were both there, and they both took a moment to look at each other to work out who wanted it. Just dive on the loose ball. It's been sent upstairs as a no try. Does Seyfarth knock it on here? And then Seyfarth, when he dives on it, knocks it on. So they'll get away with this one, the Eels. But my, oh my, these two teams look like two teams that predominantly do not want to be here. They've already checked out for the season. Ronald Volkman's getting treatment to his neck. Hopefully he's okay. This is, yeah. Parramatta have hardly seen the football for the last 12 minutes. Every time they get the football, they try and throw rushed offloads. No one really wants it when the ball's in contest. Ronald Volkman, yeah, I was going to say, he's got to go for a HIA, surely. This is, yeah. I don't even know what else to say. Anyway, Parramatta get the ball again. 0 from 4 completions so far. And now Josh Adokar's the man feeding scrums. Wingers feeding scrums. Harrison Edwards sends it wide to Iongi. They give it on to Avati, who'll play it here 2 metres short of halfway on tackle 1, centre field. Edwards. Cross now, and now Williams. Williams will play it 42 out from the line, 20 in from touch on the left edge. DeBellin gives it on for Tuivati to take another run here. That's tackle 3. He's 33 out from the line, centre field. They go the right side. Moses scheming forward. Terrell May over the top. Moses will play it 21 out from the line, 13 in from touch. He goes to DeBellin, who has to fall over to take the ball. Iongi schemes across, gives it on. Now he drops it down. Adokar's going to pick it up, but it's going to be another knock on, another incomplete set here. Hey, Nawa, how are you? Great to have you with us. I'm confused. Ronald Volkman, I thought, went off for a HIA a minute ago, and he's already back out there. Must have gone off. He literally went head on into someone's hip. Needed treatment and then stayed on the field anyway. Samola Fine, who goes forward. 10 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Please, someone, put us out of our misery with some more points. Hemasai Makasini will play it 24 out from the line, just to the left of centre field. Now they come to Twal. He's going forward. He'll play it on the 30. 22 in from touch. They go to Seyfarth. Seyfarth shaped the tip on, decided better of it. Coruscant now at dummy half on tackle 4. Terrell May. Here comes Dewey on the right-hand side, and he hits the accelerator. Fires it out to Herbert. On the outside again to Taruva. Will Taruva put it on the toe here? He does roll it in behind. Ronald Volkman driven back into the in-goal. Surely he's in the in-goal there. You can't say you're in the field of play. Surely not. They're going to. Dear, oh dear. How's he gotten there? That's tackle 1. Samrani throws himself at the ground. He'll play it on tackle 2, 2 metres out from the line. Luai. I think he's knocked the wind out of himself trying to make a tackle there. And now Edwards will take a run. They wrap him up. Twal. Sukar's in there as well. Iongi trying to milk a penalty. Throws himself into the player that was standing at the side of the ruck. And that'll be tackle 4. They're 13 out from the line with Adokar. Now Katoga's taking dummy half runs, and it's probably the best run of the set, to be fair. Tackle 5 there, 23 out from the line, centre field. Edwards will go to Moses. He'll kick from just outside his 20. And he'll track it on the full to Dream Buller, who takes it 25 out from his line, winds back up and gets back over the 40, where he'll play it on tackle 1. 42 out from the line. I think at this point, if you get yourself within 30 metres, take a field goal shot. Even if it's tackle 3, because you can't guarantee your team's going to complete. As Junior Tupou does a reverse worm sliding across the turf, driving himself forward. Sunya Taruva brought down by Dylan Walker. He's 38 out from the line on tackle 3. Now Twal. Katoga wraps him up, as does Edwards on tackle 4. DeBellin comes in as well. He's 31 from the line, just to the right of centre field. Surely they set up for a field goal here. Terrell May working his way forward. He'll play it in the end on the 20. Dewey, surely, field goal. Low, ugly. Does it go over? It does. It was the ugliest field goal you'll see, but fitting nonetheless. And the Tigers, after trailing 12-0, now lead 13 points to 12. A field goal. An ugly, ugly field goal, but they all count the same, as I said. It was wobbly. It never got much more than about a metre above the crossbar, and it swirled its way over, curled into that back pocket. And all the Eels players have just dropped their heads like defeat isn't a fait accompli. It was wobbly. It was pretty, but it counts. 13 points to 12, the Tigers lead. Hopefully, that will excuse us from needing to go to golden point. 7 minutes and 42 seconds on the clock. The Eels go short. Again, like every short restart they've tried, it doesn't go 10 metres. So, 7.5 to go. The Tigers. Wayne is up and about here. This could be a massive catapult up the ladder here, Wayne. Could jump 3 teams in one afternoon of ugly, ugly football, the Tigers. Wonderful to have you all tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit like on the video. It does help. Every like we get, even if it's late in the piece, helps how we feed into the algorithm. So the more of those we get, the more people that get triggered to view, which helps us grow the platform, which means we can do more content, etc., etc. As Alex Twal will get this now. He'll play it 30 out from the line, just to left of centre field. Luai. Awkward ball for Dewey. He has to take it in himself. This is even more impressive, as I said. The Tigers have used 2 interchange players at this point. Dewey will play it 20 out from the line, 15 in from touch. Alex Seyfarth. He'll just happily surrender himself on tackle 5. They go to Tuivasa. Dewey's going to roll this into the corner. No, he's not. He's going to kick it straight to Samrani, who takes it on the full like he's fielding in the slips for the Australian Test side. And O'Carroll will take a little dart, goes to go short side, skips back open side. Terrell May drags him down from behind, and he'll play it now 27 out from the line, 20 in from touch on the left. They swing it all the way to the right, despite the fact the Tigers have got numbers on that side. Penasini carrying on a treat about something. I'm not quite sure what. Jack Williams goes forward. And he'll get a penalty for a shoulder charge against Api Coruscant. Volkman's having a conversation with Moses here. It's one of the weakest shoulder charge you'll ever see, but it was clearly a shoulder charge. He tucked his arm and rolled into him. We've had 11 penalties. We've had about 30 errors. I haven't had too many 6-mores, but my goodness, it's been just so bad. The skill level, I can cop poor skill, but poor skill, poor discipline, and overestimation of your abilities all combined as Kautonga goes forward here. Can the Eels just grab one back and take the lead again? Harrison Edwards at dummy half. They play it 13 out from the line. Volkman, Moses, out the back here. Iongi catches it diving forward. Hamasai Makasini will come out of the line and drag him down. 16 out from the line, 20 in from touch on the right side. Walker gives it to Tiankin Brown, who's back out there. Coruscant drags down the big man. Now Tuivasa going to try and barge his way over, and they stop him a metre short of the line, a metre to the right of the uprights. They go to the right-hand side. Now they swing it out, and out on the outside there, Iongi slots in and goes over. A few Tigers players complaining about Contact on the line, but the referee points to the spot, and the Eels now lead 16 points to 13 with a kick to come. 4.5 minutes remaining. Let's have a look on the outside here. Lead runner goes through, doesn't touch anyone. No issue there. That's just poor defending. Jack Williams is the lead runner. He just wandered through a hole. Jerome Luai got shrugged off. And Iongi gets the try. $16 points to 13 with a kick to come. Mitch Moses will have the chance to add the extras. Extend it out to a 5-point lead here. Time ticking down. Of course, in the background of the shot is a random Souths fan. Just what every game needs. Miss Moses. Is that you calling Moses a miss as in a female, or you want him to miss? Bit of both. Bit of both, Wayne. Tigers fans looking very distraught. 3 minutes and 19 seconds to go here. Moses lines up this conversion attempt. He's 5 in from touch. He's brought it back 22. He hits it across the face. Doesn't hit. So it remains 18 points to 13. Three minutes on the dot. So yeah, 16 points to 13, I should say, not 18 points to 13. 3-point ball game. 3 minutes on the clock. The good news is we shouldn't end up in Golden Point here, because about the only way that can happen is if they foul someone kicking a field goal, which I can't imagine why the West Tigers would be trying to kick a field goal at this point. The Tigers got on top for the majority of this half. Sam Tuivasa has got to go off. He's going to HIA. Parramatta have made 16 errors alone. And so as I said, just 2 interchange players used by the Tigers. Haven't used Mason, Murray, Hope, or Toa. So Tigers go the short kickoff here. And Iongi comes flying through and takes it over the top of Makasini. Patrick Herbert dragging the guy playing the ball. 6 again, says the referee. Not that it matters at that point. So tackle 1, they play it here with Edwards midfield. And they're up over halfway here on the next tackle. I wonder if Parramatta don't think about a field goal. They want a 6 more again here, but not getting it. Dylan Walker pushing forward. This is the most excited and enlivened Parramatta have looked throughout the whole game. 2 minutes 20 remaining. Junior Polo. He'll get up and play it 27 out from the line centre field. Moses. Sends Williams forward. That'll be tackle 5. 18 out from the line. 20 in from touch on the right side. Mitch Moses will just kick to the corner here. Yes, he will. Makasini will take it, and they'll just pin him in there. Minute 55. Tigers will likely get one set here. They've got to go 95 metres here. Shooting out of the line. Tiankin Brown putting the shot on. Scrappy play the ball. Jareen Buller trying to skip across field. He runs into Walker and Kautonga. He'll play it on tackle 3. 15 out centre field. Dewey swings it back across. Alex Twal works his way forward, and the Tigers look bereft of options, to be fair. Smee, you're exactly right. Neither team deserves the win. It'd be good if we could just give them both -1 point. Tigers working forward, almost up to halfway here on tackle 5. Samuela Finer will play it. Adam Dewey hoping for something here. He's just going to put up a midfield bomb looking for a miracle. Iongi takes it on the full. 1:05 left. Parramatta hanging on for dear life. Fainu wanted to take the one-on-one strip, but he couldn't get his teammate to drop out of the tackle fast enough. Moses gives it off now. Penasini running it forward, up over the 40. Now they'll work it again. Samrani, he got the opening try. Yeah, Colin, she loves to just wander in and out. She's running the show here. She's the boss. Just pops in through the door and then comes on, and she doesn't get what she wants. She'll be back in a second. I can hear her walking around outside. She'll start carrying on. Walker. Here she is. He'll play it. 17 seconds to go on tackle 5. Moses, he'll run across field and he'll drill it. Attempting to get it into touch. 10 seconds to go here. The Tigers need to find a miracle. Buller drops a runner underneath. Herbert goes back to Tupou. Tupou gets it round the corner. Macassini tries to shrug out of a tackle. Can't do so. Williams will tackle him. And that will be full time. And in the second ugliest game of rugby league in 2026, Parramatta again claim the chocolates. This time 16-13. Hey, Oren, good to have you with us. I tell you what, I'd love it if just as something to offset my pain of that, you hit subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Thank you for those who have. Now they need 16 more to get to our next target of 1,750. 16 points to 13. Parramatta get it done over the Tigers. Iongi gets the winning try. Samrani and De Silva also scoring tries. 2 from 3 for Moses. For the Tigers, Pole got a try. Dewey got a try. Dewey kicked 2 goals and a field goal. 16-13, and that is full time here. Huge thank you to all of you. As I said, tomorrow we'll be back with our round recap and review and all our reflections from the round. Tuesday night, we'll have our team list Tuesday. Thursday in the afternoon, we will have our tips and thoughts ahead of round 23 and round 6 of the NRLW. Thanks, Smee. Appreciate having you on. KC, exactly. Thank goodness that is over. But thank you to you all for tuning in, persevering with me while I persevered with that. If you haven't already, hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel, and we'll see you all again very, very soon. We'll be back on Thursday night as well with some rugby league. We'll see you again soon. Thanks, Wayne. Good to see you as always, mate. We'll talk to you all soon. Thanks, guys. Catch you during the week on our next videos.